Hi and welcome along to the Bias Premier League show, brought to you today by Boohoo Man. Don't forget, it is Christmas, and if you want to get yourself a great present or a great present for your loved one, go to Boohoo Man right now, use the code AFTV10 and you can get an extra 10% off any of their clothing. Big up to Boohoo Man, they've been sponsoring this show for years, man. Now, big up stuff like this, stuff like that, stuff like, listen, they always hook us up. And they hook you up as well. AFTV10 for an extra 10% off. Yardy's in the building. Ty's in the building. He said, I'm glad you calmed down from Saturday.
Calm down for what? Calm down for what?
He's not calm down.
No. I didn't say anything. I went about my business. I didn't say nothing. So I don't know what they're talking about. I didn't say nothing. And you're saying, to be fair, they even come up to me. I don't know if it's gonna come up to me and said, oh yeah, Villa fans love you and all that. And I said, yeah, respect. And I actually said to them.
So where's your fan cam? Where's your fan cam?
I had to go home, innit? I go home in the sports club. Where's my fan cam? I never do no fan cams.
I left before the final.
No, I never do that. They come up.
We say you run out of the stadium.
What I heard, right? He was on the coaches, right? So when we did the interviews, are sort of in the car park where the coaches are. Right? And I said to the coach driver, I said, is it all right if Ty, because they were holding back the coaches. Because, you know what I mean, they let the Villa fans clear down the road first, so the police hold back the coaches. And I said, is it all right if Ty can come off the coach and do an interview? And he said, no, we're holding him back on the coach for his own safety. Due to the things that he said last year about Villa fans. So we're holding him back for his own safety.
You're acting like Fleetwood Little. And the funny thing is, and like I said, and even the Villa black man come up to me and they said, oh, cool. I said, no, listen. I've got nothing against Villa. When I said that,
I heard you did that Superman.
Said last year.
I heard you did that Superman when you got to the stadium.
Superman, what's that?
You took off your glasses and hat so nobody could recognize you.
Because no, they did recognize me.
No, you took off your glasses, they didn't know it was you.
No, I was in my colours. Even if I took my glasses off, I had head to toe. But like I said, I said to the Villa
So what happened? Not all happened.
Nothing apart from us losing. Nothing happened.
Well, yeah, we did lose.
Unfortunately, we're getting cheated. So getting robbed and cheated. Sorry.
You think we got robbed and cheated?
Absolutely. And the thing is, it's like we might as well act like Sunshine Anderson. We've heard it all before because I can't understand this. I don't understand how Gabriel J gets kicked in the area and there's nothing. That's a penalty. I don't understand when with Kai's goal, if Matty Cash handled the ball, it's a penalty. We saw at Stamford Bridge when William hit the ball, hit his hand, straight penalty. How is it? They gave a free kick to Villa. How?
Well, let's we'll get to that. Let's rewind a bit.
I can't believe this, man.
So the game starts off. We concede that goal. It's a good goal by them. You've got to give it to them.
It's good finish.
Good finish by McGinn. But I thought after that, you know,
dominated.
Fair play to Arsenal. They really dominated
the game.
But the problem was our finishing in the game.
It was about finishing.
We've only got ourselves in a way to blame for that result.
That's exactly what I think.
Because we had enough chances. Maybe not to win. I don't know if we would have won the game, but we had enough chances to leave that game with at least a point. I spoke to a Villa fan afterwards, actually, right? Because they were, you know, despite what the things you said about them, right? They were right to me.
What did I say about them? What did I say about them?
I don't want to get you going again. You said there were nobodies.
And if I said that, did I not apologise? So what do you want me to say?
But anyway, I spoke to his Villa fan afterwards. And the Villa fan goes to me, he goes, yeah, I ain't going to lie. He goes, we were lucky.
They're damn right they were.
And he goes, you know what? He goes, you guys are a really good side, because he goes, the way we dealt with...
Thank you.
He said, the way we dealt with City, we were all thinking that we were going to kind of do that with you guys. He goes, we have got the 3 points, but he goes, boy, you guys did dominate the whole game.
You're damn right.
And on another day, I don't think we would have won it.
We should have won it.
But they did win it. And that is the thing about the Premier League. If you don't take your chances... Martin Odegaard was guilty. I can't even have a go at him too hard because he's incredible. Look at the chance he took last week, and then he misses those two. Two in the game that, you know.
First half as well.
Yeah, normally he bury those, isn't it? You know, Jesus had chances, you know what I mean? But Saka had a half chance. But I mean, it's just one of those.
What you just say, Robbie, is even though it's a chance, is we had chances, but there weren't many. If I think about it, they weren't enough to win, like you said. I don't think we did because you know we dominated up to a certain part, but up front, that front bit is where it was falling short.
Yeah, I thought
there was a couple passes.
Two wide players. The front three.
No, but there was a couple passes where it was just a little bit more power on the ball. It reaches to Saka or Martinelli.
Well, let me say on that, right? And I heard KG having a go at me, right? And
So for what?
right, KG, Man United right now. You don't even come in the argument when it comes to football, right? Right. But what he was just going, I heard Robbie moaning about the weather. Right, he's doing a tie, moaning about. I wasn't.
Why is KG mentioning me?
First,
You know what I did when I came to United? You want me to blow up United view again, verbally?
but anyway, right? What I said is, first of all, I said right from the beginning, it was the same for both teams, right?
Yeah.
So it's not an excuse, but for both, it did. The weather mess with the quality of the game in a way, right? Because I don't know, like when you watch a game on TV, you're just seeing one thing. When you're actually there, Ty can tell you, it was blowing out
In the second half, especially. Yeah, absolutely.
in that, right? So that's why you saw so many passes.
Yeah,
That
when
was
you
straight,
start,
If you notice at the start of the game, right, Arsenal, something they never do, they turned around
Absolutely.
Villa. So they didn't kick.
To
They
what?
didn't kick towards
The fans.
The fans. They went the other way round.
Because usually they kick to the halter in the second half, isn't it?
Like Cecil's going to me, why are we turning it
weather.
around and going out? I said,
Because the weather.
I think because of the weather that's blowing the ball, they're trying to, see if they can gain a little advantage from that.
Yeah.
It was horrendous, man. Like it was like, so you saw people they were making passes. There's one time Emi Martinez at Villa, he kicked the ball out and it went up and it blew like back about 10 yards.
Yeah.
So it was really, that is why you saw. I think Yanni, that's why.
That was lacking up front. That's what I'm saying.
I think if you didn't hit a pass on the floor, it wouldn't. You know what I mean?
And I think that's what caused a lot of the problems because we did play.
But same for both teams.
Same for both teams. But like I said, we created some chances, not too many to say, all those chances went to waste.
Yeah, but we had about 3
Odegaard
good
is right.
chances.
Odegaard, you're right with Odegaard. Normally we see Odegaard, he's become almost like a trademark for him to score.
He's one
that
of the
type
best
of
in
goal.
the league at scoring from the edge of the box.
That goal, we know he gets it. So every time, when I saw it, not even the first one, the second one, I'm like, here we go. I was like, right there, so I was like, we're not win. We're not even gonna get nothing from this. We're not gonna get nothing from this. And then, obviously, Jesus he does get fouled in the box.
That's a penalty for me.
It's a penalty
I'm sorry, I'm with Ty on this
because
one.
they gave a penalty in the Palace game.
This is the thing.
Exactly.
So here my thing, which really makes me angry now with this VAR, right? Now, I'm a person, I've always said, I saw Gary Lineker say it on TV.
Yes.
Where he said, I was a big supporter of VAR.
But it's
But
really-
now I'm starting to think, just get rid of it. I'm starting to move to that camp where I was a supporter of VAR. I'm like, you do need to get these decisions right.
You do.
The big problem that I saw, it was clear to see on Saturdays, the inconsistencies of VAR. I watched the game earlier, Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Where they let the play go on for 3 minutes. Nobody even really appealed or was going mad about it, right?
And then they bring it back.
And then they brought it back after 3 minutes of them playing and said, no, we're going to go and check the screen. It was a penalty, right? And it was, if you ask me, there was way more contact and way more sort of thing on the foul on Jesus.
He kicked his leg.
He kicked him on the leg. How can you look back at that?
And he drops. He kicks him.
But
and
that's just
when he
it,
kicks him as
Robbie.
well, let me explain it. When he kicks him, his foot actually hooks. So he kind of pulls his foot a bit. So he kind of takes him out.
Jesus makes a little bit of it to try and make sure.
It doesn't matter. It's
still a penalty.
That's a penalty all day,
But that's just
every
it, Robbie.
day.
But that,
All day, every day.
When I saw we didn't get that, I'm like,
How can you not in that case recommend to the referee to go and look at the screen?
Go check.
But as I said, it's the inconsistencies.
Boy.
Because you can't watch one game and see that get given, and then you watch another game literally 2 hours afterwards and it's not given. It's got to be consistency in the game. Now, Ty, I'm going to go to the other incident. Under the current rules, it's a disallowed goal, and they got that one right.
what, even if he might catch his hand first?
If it's so unlucky for Arsenal, right? Because actually, Matty Cash's hand hits it onto the hand of Havertz.
But isn't it a penalty if he hits his hand first?
But no, because this is the and again, this is not the referee's fault. This is the fault of the rules, right? So the rules on handball for a defender is if it was like in an unnatural position and stuff like that, you know what I mean, then it can be given as a handball, which it weren't. He didn't know nothing about it. His hand, he didn't know nothing about it, right? But the rules for the attacking player, right, is that if it hits his hand If
And
it
leads to a
hits
goal.
your hand at all in the build-up, whether it be accidental, whatever, the goal's disallowed. They do, and then here now, this is the thing that gets me mad, because on this, they were consistent. Because they disallowed our one, and it sticks to the rules.
Yeah.
And they disallowed the Bournemouth 4th goal against Manchester United for the same thing. Again, the guy knew nothing, the player knew nothing about it when he hit his hand. But I'll accept that, because you know
consistent.
What? It's the rules, it's consistent.
Yeah, absolutely.
But when I see the inconsistencies of the other one, and that's why Arteta was so unhappy at the end of the game, that's why he's saying, I'm not going to say nothing. It's just, come on, how many more times now are we going to get these poor... The 2 losses we've had this season.
Down to
VAR.
Off the back of...
Sorry, I knew you were going to speak, but sorry to cut you. Did you see the Joe Linton in the Tottenham game? He got a foul. There was a foul. He went for the ball. The ball was coming in the box, and he did the same thing that he did to Gabriel.
Yeah, and it
pushed him with 2 hands, and they called that a foul.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was even softer than the one where he pushed his hand. This is what goes back to what saying about inconsistency. It's ruining the game. It's ruining it.
This is what people are annoyed about.
Sorry, Saka goal, you know when they said he was offside?
He was onside.
No, hold on. I don't know if he was onside or not. But hold on. Let me tell you something. I watched it on TV. We did not see any lines, any check.
That's what they said.
They didn't check it. They just said, yep, offside.
They never checked it, because where were the lines?
Regardless if it's offside, cool, but show us so we know.
Absolutely.
Cool. Why are they so quick to just look over?
Because it's us.
Trust me, I'm not trying to say referees are against us. I'm not trying to say VAR are against us. But there's so much inconsistency happening.
Yeah, the VAR...
It's terrible, man. Terrible.
They're not against us. They're not against any team.
No.
They're just... it's just inconsistent. You've got to have...
I know them on Liverpool side, though.
Well, are they? Because the goal against Palace, that was against...
Then the IO2 silly yellow card, man.
Again, the consistency.
And then Kanate in the same game, he made like 3-4 fouls and didn't get 1 card. Yeah. And they did it, this is the second time they did it with Liverpool, where the same situation, Liverpool had a player, team that Liverpool played had a player sent off, and Kanate carried on making the same foul. And then what Klopp did? Substituted
that game the other day.
You understand? Trust me,
if you're not going to use a thing, if you're not going to use a thing properly, if it's going to be all consistent, just go back to just have a reference.
He has 4 points to make,
and I've got 4 points. You brought up that one. Yeah, no, it's true. I've got 4 points.
So you don't need to make that one. You already brought up one.
No.
Next one.
No, wait. The one that Yardy brought was a fantastic one, because I remember in the Crystal Palace, when we beat Crystal Palace 1-0, he didn't get booked, even though he dragged down Bukayo and made 2 fouls. That's one. Thirdly, the second point is, why was Mikel banned? Because what did he do at Luton? What is he meant to do? He didn't jump into Luton fans. Yeah. He celebrated.
You know the thing that made me laugh, right, is that they asked the Luton manager after the game, they said about Arteta's ban now for the goal. He goes, and he said, he goes, it's ridiculous, because he goes, I'll tell you what, if we'd have scored a last minute, he goes, I'd have been crowd surfing. I mean, let alone you know what I mean? So,
look at that.
I don't know, man. It's just like...
That's superb from him. The next point, Robbie, is that I was half asleep on the couch, and I heard some familiar voice, like, who is this? And it was you. Somebody's watching it. And I have to say, I don't know where this is covered. I have to say, you summed up the game absolutely perfectly. That's another thing. Another point I want to say is that you said horrendous. That is a great word, and this is, and I'm not going to be misquoted this time. This is to the Aston Villa fans. Yes, I'm saying the Aston Villa fans that were booing Bukayo. Can you imagine? The man is getting kicked up and down, and they're booing him. So when he gets fouled now, he shouldn't go down. He was getting kicked, and they were booing him. Can you imagine? Now, any Aston Villa fan, and I'm saying that is an absolute disgrace. What are you booing the man for?
He's not their player, is he? What do you want them to do? Applaud him?
No. But I'm saying, that's what I mean. What are you booing him for?
Was you applauding John McGinn when he scored the goal? Was you
Why should I applaud him?
Was you applauding Leon Bailey? Was you applauding... Right? Was you applauding any Villa player?
Listen, Leon Bailey's cool.
That's their player.
Emmy
Saka's got nothing to do with them. What do you want them to do? Applaud him?
That's ridiculous. No, I want them to be fair. Emmy Martinez, I didn't boo it. I didn't change, but
a lot of Arsenal fans were booing.
And I don't agree with that. That's what I'm saying. I don't agree with that.
But even when he came over at the end, sort of going like that.
No, he didn't. No, he came.
Did you hear what
He didn't come over for that.
Did you hear what he said in his after the match interview?
No, what did he say?
No, he said it's good that, obviously they beat Man City and beat Arsenal back to back is good. Not that they expect that. They know they're good, but he was saying that the Man City game, they controlled that game. Dominated it.
Well, at least he was honest.
The Arsenal game to come out after being dominated for 85 minutes. We were very lucky.
Thank you.
So they admit, like, look, as a football fan, we get upset when the results don't go our way. But we have to understand as well is that we're not gonna win every game.
Exactly.
And that was a game. That was a game that I come away from. I'm like, all right, knowing that what Villa has been doing at home, 14 games undefeated at home,
now.
15 now.
Another
The
point.
last team to beat them there was us. They just beat Man City. They're gonna be on a high. The fans are behind them. And we played well. It's just the chances just never happen.
Yeah,
That's all it is,
you've seen a lot of teams this week talk about fatigue. The two back-to-back games, both of us were away from home as well. People forget that, right? But I look on it and I'm exactly with you, Yardi, right? I came out of that game, and obviously I'm disappointed about the result. But I wasn't overly disappointed with the team because I'm like, they put in a good performance.
Yep.
They've done, you know what I mean, they could be more clinical.
Another day, other guys scored 2. We get the penalty.
Yeah.
Kai Havertz goes stands.
Yeah.
We walk away and be like, well done.
Yeah,
It is what it is, man.
It's what you said there. Sometimes as fans, we have to act with a level of maturity and to know that you can't win every single game.
Absolutely.
Cannot.
But the one thing you want to do, see your team do, is put in a
perform.
performance and put in a reaction. They went 1 goal down in a very hostile place, right?
And
like Emi Martinez said, for the rest of the game, we controlled it, we dominated, we posed problem after problem, and we just didn't get.
And they defended well. Give them credit.
And they defended well.
I'll give them that.
And Aston Villa are a very good side, and I'd love to see them get in the top 4. I really would.
And just, you know what I mean? Just like you said earlier.
So would I actually, to be fair.
Both the chances, both our losses. This 16 games in, we only lost 2. Let's not get carried away. And they've both been controversial. And they've only both been 1-0. It's not like we're getting battered by teams. Nobody's beating us 3-4-0.
Just got to
you know
go
what I mean?
now.
Like, we just have to bounce back. Brighton.
Got a Brighton. That's a tough game. We've got a poor record against them. PSV. Well, PSV's a dead game, but we use it as a reaction.
But would you play? All right. Sorry.
Put your hands down, man.
I've still got 2 more points.
No, you can make your points later.
Okay.
But based on result, would you think change the whole starting 11? Because this PSV game,
I don't know about starting 11.
I don't know if you're going to be able to even change the whole starting 11 based on players we have available.
Gabriel or Saliba has to play.
But certainly, I would change as many players as I can.
So Cedric will come in. El Nelly, Jorginho.
That game tomorrow.
Nelson, Trossard,
maybe Mario,
Ramsdale.
Yeah.
So then
and then bring some
listen, I'll tell you this.
youngsters.
Hold on, I'm going to say which camera me I look on. Hold on. Arteta, Edu. I know sometime I don't see the show. Sometime in the video them pop up. If you see this, please give Ramsdale his Champions League game. He's one of the reasons. He is one part of the team why we made it to Champions League.
Yeah.
Let the man play in the Champions League game tomorrow and rest Saka tomorrow.
You see that game is the most deadest game you could possibly think of, right? There's got nothing to gain for either team.
You
right?
sure? PSV not qualified yet?
I think PSV have qualified.
No, they're 8 and below them, what's his name is on 5.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
But I think head to head though.
No, they're on 7. They're on 7.
Well, you know what? Make your 2 points. Let me double check. I'm almost sure.
I think PSV need a point to qualify.
Make your 2 points. Go on, hurry up.
Quick.
Quick, you know.
Why you have 2 phone? Watch out. Trapper, you know, yo. Ty trap phone, people.
This is not a trap phone, it's a work phone. It's a work phone.
Look at Ty's phone.
It's a work phone. It's a work phone.
Trap. That's why he runs up his mouth, yeah? You see how you fans that he runs up the mouth? One phone call he take to make some boy fall down. Yo!
That was an info that you see in prison.
I don't know. Fortunately, I know nothing about that.
You know how the man get those in, innit?
Yeah, well, I know nothing about that. But thank you.
So you better be careful where you bought that from.
It's a work phone.
I hope it wasn't a used one.
Yeah, it's a work phone.
Work phone.
It's a work phone. It's a work phone. And
we just checked it. Hold on, you're too late to make your points now. We just
what
checked
are you talking about?
PSV have definitely qualified because it's a head-to-head. So that game is absolutely.
Academy, man.
So we've already won the group.
Yeah, and PSV finished second.
So to me, Brighton, and then we got Liverpool.
It's
the
away
week
as well.
after
It's
that.
away.
Big one, yeah.
Yeah, let's just.
Don't even send nobody over. Yo, Arteta, don't even want to travel. Send somebody.
Go down to the Arsenal hub, gather a few youths together,
Yeah,
they'll play
man.
there, right, and say, yo, fancy a game at PSV?
Yeah. No, real talk. Yo, play all the play the man who's sitting on the bench. Play them.
And play some of those academy players.
And the academy
Lewis
players.
Skelly.
Miles, Mario.
Yeah.
Give them their Champions League debut, man. Let them go out and play. Imagine them shock. Imagine them go out and play.
Nwanieri, these guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, give them a chance.
Ethan.
Rule
man.
Waters.
Yeah.
Let's see some of those.
Ethan,
because
Rule Waters, sorry.
who's is it Sango? He's the one who played.
Charles Sego Jr.
Yeah, he played against Lons. He played all right.
And he played against Brentford as well.
Play these guys.
Yeah,
man, you know what I mean?
yeah.
The game don't matter.
Yeah,
The game don't
yeah.
matter. So
It'd be a
play
good
these guys.
opportunity. Give them the opportunity.
Yeah, and then you never know. Someone might
Keep
emerge
the
from
main
that.
squad home. Give them extra lessons.
Somebody, the only thing I would say is that as a game, it's like to go to PSV, it's about an hour flight, right?
Yeah.
Hour and a bit flight.
Yeah.
That's less than going to certain games in this country. Less than going to Newcastle.
Sunderland.
Less than going to about the same as going to Manchester. So
Yeah.
it's not going to be taxing if you take
No,
a
it's
few.
not.
But none of those first teamers should start.
Yeah.
Let's get into your boohoo man of the week.
Boo man of the week for me. Unfortunately, this week, even though it's the Boys Premier League, there'll be no Arsenal players.
Not even that women? What about women?
Yeah, big up the woman them. They
What a performance that was.
Clap Chelsea.
I'm sure you'll
4-1.
talk about that in a minute. We'll leave that to you.
absolutely.
They
Yeah.
get clap 4-1.
It should have been 8-1.
And Lauren James should have got sent off too.
Yeah, Lauren,
But
huh?
anyway,
I don't know what she's doing.
talking about James is injured
Unlucky
again.
to her again.
Yeah.
This is
Unlucky
what I'm
to-
saying. Hold on, before I get into boohoo man, like I said this, like people like rate James. I can't rate him
I
because
like
I
this.
haven't seen enough for him to rate.
But it's not his
good,
fault
he's
if he's
good.
Man
invisible.
plays 1-2 game and disappear.
Yeah, but if he disappeared like he's invisible.
Yeah, no, real talk.
But then did you rate Partey?
Who?
Exactly.
Right now, no, I've seen it. I've
It's
seen
the
it.
same thing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Hey, we need Partey back, man.
Exactly
Oh
the
same
my
thing.
God,
He's
we
not
need
there for
Partey
if they're
back.
injured.
But
They
listen,
can't do nothing
boohoo
about
man, I'm gonna give it to the one and only. Not Barcelona. Sorry, I thought it was Barcelona. Bournemouth. Yeah,
AFC Bournemouth.
Yeah.
What
Yes.
a victory
Yeah.
that was.
Unbelievable.
I was at the game.
Oh, you went to it?
No, not Old Trafford. I was at the Arsenal game.
I was like, what?
I
You're
was at
doing
the
the
Arsenal
rounds.
game, right? And just as I was going in, a guy goes to me, he goes, yo, you seen the Bournemouth United game?
I heard it,
I'm
I heard
thinking,
it.
I'm thinking to myself, boy, it's about 5-0 to Arsenal, to Man United.
No,
He goes, it's 3-0 Bournemouth.
should have
Yeah.
been more.
Right, and then when I got in the stadium, a guy goes 4-0.
Yeah, I
I
heard
was
that.
like, 4-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but they disallowed that goal.
Disallowed the goal, yeah,
But,
yeah.
And then I watched the highlights yesterday, and I couldn't believe
couldn't
it.
watch
They
it. Yeah, man.
absolutely, they should have had more than the 4.
Yeah,
Really?
I thought it was prime Barcelona playing.
And then Bruno Fernandes,
Yeah.
right? He picked up a yellow card that keeps him out because they got to go to
Liverpool.
Anfield,
Yeah.
right?
He didn't want to play.
I'm like, he just said to himself, looked
Yeah,
around.
he's
and said,
not
"You know
doing
what?"
it. He's not
He
doing
goes, if you think I'm going Anfield to get another 7,
Hey, but listen. On a side note, Man United, make sure you go do the job next week at Liverpool.
Hopefully, no chance.
Hopefully,
Right,
yeah, so-
who's your idiot of the week?
Idiot of the week. Could get Chelsea. You know what? Everton could have got a mention for boohoo man, beating
Yeah.
Newcastle
Yeah.
and then going on to beat Chelsea.
Yeah, with a 10-point deduction.
And 10-point deduction, and
And
now
then
they're only 7 points behind Chelsea.
Joey Barton could get it.
even though they've had 10 points taken
Even
away.
though they have 10, they have
Yeah.
more wins. They have about 3 more wins than Chelsea.
It's terrible.
What about Joey Barton? The nonsense he's coming out with. He could get it.
You can give him disgrace if you want.
No. I'm not wasting my time. I don't waste my
actually-
You're not wasting our time.
No. I'm sorry. I'm not wasting the show's time on nobody's. That's for
Actually,
sure.
you're actually right there. I can't believe that.
Can you
nonsense thing.
imagine?
Yeah,
but
stupid,
but
man.
this Yardy Robbie is the problem.
This Yardy is the problem?
No. This is the problem.
You
not
mean,
you.
oh, Yardy, this is
not
the
you.
problem.
You're the problem because you're a comedian and your jokes are not funny. But no, I'm joking. No, this is the problem.
This guy.
This is the problem.
Hey,
how can you
Villa
come
fans,
out-
how did you let him get away?
Let me get.
Nah, man.
Anyway, idiot of the week.
Idiot of the week, I'm going to give it to Manchester United. What? How did you perform like that against Chelsea?
Against Chelsea, yeah.
And then come around, and it just shows you, Chelsea are that bad, they made Man U look so good. That's how I look on that game, you know. They made Man United look so good, and then you get Bournemouth come at your house, in your yard, the theatre of dreams, aka the theatre of nightmares now. You lot must be sad going there. I know Flex traveled all the way up there both weeks, both games. Poor Flex. Imagine that driving on the way back down.
Honestly,
oh my,
it's got to be, that's
awful.
That sits in when you're you know, we spoke earlier about Arsenal's performance, and we said, well, listen, you can't win every game. They put in a performance. We have to accept it.
There was nothing they could take from that.
The one with United, that if you're a fan, when you're a football fan, that's the one that sits in those realms of unacceptable. That a team like Bournemouth comes to your gaff and plays you off the pot. Imagine when Alex Ferguson, when Sir Alex Ferguson was there. Teams used to go. The only team that really never used. Two teams used to go to Old Trafford, and they weren't scared. They were going there thinking we're going to win. Arsenal and Liverpool. All the other teams, they used to say...
And Chelsea, to be fair.
Yeah, but all the other teams... Chelsea as well. All the other teams, they used to say... They used to have a saying that the teams would say they've already lost when they're in the tunnel.
Yeah,
so intimidated by the place.
I saw a stat. I can't remember exactly if it's correct.
I know what you're going to say.
But more losses...
Fergie in his
entire 20-odd years...
35
only
defeats.
lost 30-something,
35. And they've already and now 35 defeats, and now they've got 34 defeats.
And Ten Hag alone has 34.
I've heard that.
And to me, that used to be a place that you'd be nervous going. I think now, every team...
No one cares.
Every team in the Premier League, probably apart from Chelsea, that goes to Old Trafford are like, yeah, we've got Old Trafford next week.
Yeah.
It should be like, yo, bro.
Difficult game, man. I hope we can get a point.
Yo, next week, Old Trafford, man. It's going to be peak, man. Boy, take a point right now. Like, every man's just going there and just saying, It's the way Bournemouth bopped in there, man.
Yeah, they run the show up.
That's very worrying. And I'll tell you what, right, to me, what happens to Ten Hag if they go out of the Champions League, because they need a miracle.
Yeah.
Right, they've got Bayern. If they go out of the Champions League
and they lose
to Liverpool, your deadliest rival.
The worst thing.
Yeah,
you know
he may not be in a job for Christmas.
You know the worst thing about the Bayern Munich game is that Bayern Munich lost on the weekend. They lost 5-1. 5-1.
They got battered as well.
So I'm just thinking, your manager needs to get the fans. Fans will be on your case. 5-1. How we lose 5-1? We're Bayern Munich.
No, Harry Kane came out on his X account yesterday, and he said, unacceptable performance by us to lose 5-1 at Frankfurt, but we're going to have a reaction on Tuesday.
Exactly.
So
and that's what's happened.
Yeah, that's almost like it was a bad result.
Exactly. For Man United, it would have been better for them to win that game.
Because they've already won the group.
Exactly.
But they're going to be motivated now to do something.
You want a quick bounce back.
Yeah, because you don't want to lose 5-1 and then go and get pumped by United as well.
No.
So
they're going to put out a strategy.
And then United, even if they do win that,
they won't.
Right? I think they need Copenhagen and Galatasaray to draw. For them to go through. It's still not in their hands.
Wow. So, and then who do you think is going to get sacked first? Pochettino or Ten Hag?
Pochettino's the next one. This guy.
Serious?
Did you hear what he said yesterday?
No, what did he say?
Maybe we'll have a look in the January transfer market. Pochettino, are you serious? The man have just spent over £1 billion. Yeah?
Man, upon January sales.
You've got players on 8-year contracts, right? And now you want to get rid of them and go and get more.
This one on a 20-year contract.
You know what Pochettino's like, yeah? You know what Pochettino's like, right? He's like the kid that gets everything he wants for Christmas.
And still
be there saying, yeah, but you never got me. Yeah. Yo, slap up that youth there, man. You know what I mean? Are you mad, Pochettino? More money. More. Nah, man, no.
More
give it a
money.
rest.
Oh
my God.
At the same time, though,
we want some money in that January, man.
Yeah, exactly. We want some.
Do we need a striker?
Yes. We need another defender. I think we need somebody. If Partey is not coming back, if this Partey talk, if he's gonna go, if we're not seeing him again, we need to bring in another midfielder to partner with.
Exactly.
Listen, man, go at Villa, either him or go at Villa, go try convince David Luiz.
Douglas, you're not going to. You've got to be realistic.
There's no way.
Villa, no way they're going to let Douglas Luiz go in January.
No, they won't.
You could probably get Paulinho.
Yeah. He could.
The only thing about Paulinho is 20, going on 29. Is that the? I do like him. I do like
he's
him.
decent though.
Because you could make him sit there and then you could have Declan Rice.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I think that's what we need. We need somebody to sit and be that.
You know what? He's not just. He's quality, that Paulie.
Yeah,
really
I thought he would have started Jorginho at Villa. Just I know we're going back. I did think he would have started.
Havertz had a good game.
He did it. He had a really good game. But he scored 4 goals now. I don't care nobody said he did score. Regardless of a little finger touch.
Did he actually score that? It was Eddie.
Oh, it's Eddie. That's right. It was Eddie. He knocked onto Eddie. Yeah.
So then the goal should have stand.
Eddie actually scored it. Eddie actually poked it through. But if the hand leading in the build-up, anybody...
Yeah, but then Robbie... Get
over it. Anyway,
on to the next one.
Give us your grace of the week, and I'm sure it must be Arsenal ladies.
It is, but then before that, though... Let me just say, I just want to say...
It's too late to make your points.
It's not too late. It's not too late. Because I want to say, give Bournemouth some credit. Because remember, they nearly...
We did. We gave them
loads of credit.
Okay.
Now, come on.
We call them Barcelona.
Grace of the week.
So Grace of the week is one of our women. But before that, right, the point I didn't get to make was the fact that yesterday, did you see the game? I was lucky to go to the game. Shout out to Helen Lucas. She hooked me up with the tickets. So Helen, thank you very much.
Did you notice? Game again?
Yeah, yes. Women's game.
I've got to do it again.
Did you notice that there was not a lot of injuries in that game? There was more injury time in the game on Sunday than there was on Saturday at half-time and after the game, which was ridiculous. But congratulations to
time is running.
We absolutely annihilated Chelsea. Commiserations to Lauren James. Well done to Beth, to Lesia. Absolutely incredible. Kim.
How
Katie.
when a woman them you can do that, but when a man team lose, you're nobodies.
What are you talking about?
Commiserations to Lauren James after she's been sent off for blatant stepping on one of our players.
No, that's wrong. But I know.
But you wouldn't do that with one of the men now. You'd be wanting to kill him.
But I know.
You want to be killed. If that was a Chelsea,
so what should I say?
If that was a one of the Chelsea men's players,
but what should I say?
You'd have been tearing into it.
What should I say then?
Could you imagine him saying,
she's out of...
Commiserations, Reece James.
She knows she's out of order.
No, you'd be like, you're a cheat and you're a disgrace.
But you're saying that...
You could have braked his leg. You could have ended his career. You could have this. The referee. What you doing?
You're saying that I know Lauren...
Sweet boy tie.
I know Lauren to chat to. I know her dad to chat to. No, I know her dad to chat to. I know her family.
So that's it now.
No,
so now you're not going to give your true opinions because you know.
No, she used to be with us. She knows she's out of order. And she's lucky to not get sent off.
What, did you speak to her afterwards?
I didn't speak to her afterwards.
So how do you know?
Because she knows. That's why Emma took her off. Because she knows she should have got the red card.
If that would have been a man who'd done that.
If I know them.
At Chelsea, if Reece James would have done that.
Yeah.
Or if Conor Gallagher or someone like you'd be absolutely ripping into them.
If I don't know them. But I know
Reece. So if you know someone now.
Absolutely. If I know them, I'm not going to diss them if I know them. I ain't going to diss them. But the grace of the week, it goes out to Freedom Autumn. Wait. Congratulations, Frida. She was named the FSA Women's Player of the Year for 2023 for a fantastic breakout campaign. So that's the Football Supporters Association Women's Player of the Year. And I was lucky enough to watch her last season. She was our best player by far. And she started on the bench this season, but she's got a couple of goals. And, yesterday was brilliant. I've got to thank all the fans as well because the atmosphere was incredible. I mean, shout out
another record broken by Arsenal for attendance at a women's football game.
Absolutely.
Just slightly under 60,000. Absolutely incredible, and the result to match it. Also, I'm going to add a grace of the week. I'm going to add a grace of the week to Aston Villa Football Club, right?
Yes.
Well done. I love that tribute that they did to Benjamin Zephaniah. Before the game, it was up on the screen. That was very, very touching. He was a massive Aston Villa fan.
Yes, I didn't know that.
He sadly passed away last week after a short illness.
Brain hemorrhage, blood clot.
Right, and
God rest his soul,
it was a really, really good tribute by Aston Villa. Well done,
fantastic. Well done, Aston Villa for that. And well done to you guys for tolerating Ty for so long. And
he went way over time.
But I'm joking. But
listen, I hope you've enjoyed the show. Don't forget, you can use the code AFTV10 and you can get yourself 10% off all Boohoo Man wear for Christmas. You can keep your hands up. No more
the
talking.
North London Derby on Sunday. Yeah, you see?
Huh?
The Women's North London Derby on Sunday.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Give me a chance. I was getting to that. And don't forget the Women's North London Derby next week Sunday. You can check it out. Of course, we've got PSV tomorrow and we've got Brighton at the weekend.
And we've got North London Derby on Wednesday as well. North London Derby on Wednesday as well. Tottenham women in the cup, in the Continental Tires Cup, which we own as well, which we're the holders of.
I am going to take one of them logs in a minute and lick him straight in the head, you know what I mean?
Lick who? What, Yanni? Okay.
As I said, right? Thanks very much for watching the show. Listen, we're closing in on Christmas now, but it wasn't a great weekend for Arsenal results-wise, although we did enjoy laughing at Man United and Chelsea. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll be back next week.
Good luck to all our teams this week. Peace.